And for task 2, okay, before we move on to task 2, I need to say something. Here for the add user method, I forgot to add the user to this section dot add. Should be added as an argument to it. So on to the text 2. So for this task 2, we are to implement a find user by method that will take arbitrary keyword arguments and return the first row found in the users table. And we are to raise the necessary exception for when user is not found, should raise no result found. And if the argument passed is not in the attributes of the user table or the user model, we are to raise an invalid request. So let's start. So the first thing we do is we are to first import the exceptions, invalid request, and then no result found from the circular alchemy .exe, and then next thing we do is we are going to define the find user by method, which is going to take two arguments, self and then the arbitrary keywords arguments, and is going to return the user. Then before we try to find the user from the arbitrary keyword arguments passed, we have to do a validity check to ensure that the keys are attributes of the user class. So we are going to first iterate through the keys, because the keys are the attributes should be the attributes of the user class, and then we are going to check if each key is not a valid attribute of the user model. So we use the has attribute method to check if each key passed is of the user model, and if any key is not of the user model, we are going to raise the invalid request error. And then after that, we are going to progress to querying the database. So we say save the section first, which represents the current database section, and then we chain it with query. The query method, which specifies that we want to query the user table, that is, we pass in the table, the class or model we want to query, and then we chain it with the filtered by method of the circular alchemy, which unpacks the keywords arguments into the filter by, and then we chain it with the first method, which retrieves the first result from the filtered query. If no result is found or matched, it returns none. And then next, we're going to say if user, that is, if a user is found after filtering the arbitrary keywords arguments, if a user is found, we're going to return this user. Then if a user is not found, you're going to raise a no result found error. So we are going to be testing it here. So you see that we are using the add user method here, and we are passing in an email and the password, and then we are using the find user by, and we are only passing one argument, and there we are printing this and so on. So here we are passing an email that is not existing in the user table, and then we are printing it, and then here we are passing an attribute or a column that is not existing in the user table. So here we are supposed to get the user ID, which should be 1. Here it should be 1. Here we should get not found and then invalid. So let's see. Okay, just like we said, we added the user and then we put the ID and is 1. Then we use the find user by method to find the user by email, and then we put the ID, which is also 1. Then here we are trying to find the user that is not existing because this email does not exist in the table, and we raise an exception of no result found, and then we go 1. And then